You know what shocked me most after years as a physician? I discovered that one of the most powerful health solutions I could offer my patients wasn't a prescription medication or an expensive treatment. It was something you can hold in the palm of your hand, costs less than a cup of coffee, and has been used for over 9,000 years. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds, and I'm Dr. Amelia, and today I'm going to share with you everything I've learned about this incredible superfood that could transform your health starting today. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pumpkin seeds? Really, Dr. Amelia? But here's what most people don't know, and what I'm about to reveal will change the way you think about your health forever. These tiny seeds contain a compound so powerful that it can naturally eliminate parasites from your digestive system, another compound that can shrink an enlarged prostate, and a special amino acid that literally transforms into the happiness hormone in your brain. And that's just the beginning. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what happens inside your body from the moment you consume these seeds, the precise amount you need to see real results, the critical mistakes that 90% of people make that actually cancel out the benefits, and the optimal time of day to consume them for maximum effect. This isn't just theory. This is based on decades of clinical research and my own experience with thousands of patients who have transformed their health with this simple addition to their daily routine. Let me tell you something that will blow your mind. Right now, as we speak, there are indigenous communities in North America whose ancestors discovered the healing power of pumpkin seeds over 9,000 years ago. They called them pepitas, and they didn't just eat them as a snack. No, they used them as medicine. They understood something that modern science is only now confirming with sophisticated laboratory equipment and clinical trials. These native peoples used pumpkin seeds to treat everything from parasitic infections to prostate problems, from sleep disorders to depression. And you know what's fascinating? They were absolutely right. Every single traditional use has now been validated by modern scientific research. I've spent years studying the biochemistry of pumpkin seeds, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that what we're dealing with here is not just another health fad. This is one of nature's most concentrated sources of healing compounds, and I'm going to break down exactly how it works in your body, step by step, so you can harness this power for yourself. Now, before we dive deeper, I want you to do me a favor. If you're serious about improving your health naturally, about boosting your energy levels, about sleeping better, about supporting your heart health and immune system without relying solely on medications, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because here on Senior Vitality Pro, we're building a community of people who understand that real health comes from understanding how our bodies work and giving them exactly what they need to thrive. We're talking about evidence-based, scientifically proven strategies that actually work. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's continue this journey together. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to want to share this information with everyone you care about. Let me start by explaining what makes pumpkin seeds so extraordinarily special. When you consume just 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, which is about 28 grams, you're not just eating a simple snack. You're introducing into your body a complex matrix of bioactive compounds that immediately begin to work their magic at the cellular level. First, you're getting 7 grams of complete protein. Now, what does complete protein mean? It means these seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. This is extremely rare in plant-based foods. Most plant proteins are incomplete, but pumpkin seeds are an exception. This makes them absolutely crucial for maintaining muscle mass, which as we age becomes increasingly important for mobility, independence, and overall quality of life. But here's where it gets really interesting. Within those 28 grams, you're also consuming 13 grams of healthy fats. Now, I need you to understand that not all fats are created equal. The fats in pumpkin seeds are predominantly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, including omega-6 fatty acids in the perfect ratio for supporting brain health, reducing inflammation, and maintaining healthy cell membranes throughout your entire body. Now let me tell you about the mineral content, because this is where pumpkin seeds truly shine and separate themselves from almost every other food on the planet. Those 2 tablespoons provide you with 37% of your daily magnesium requirement. Let me put this in perspective for you. Magnesium is involved in over 600 enzymatic reactions in your body. 600. We're talking about energy production, DNA synthesis, protein formation, nervous system regulation, muscle contraction and relaxation, blood pressure control, and blood sugar regulation. The vast majority of adults, especially those over 50, are deficient in magnesium without even knowing it. This deficiency contributes to poor sleep, muscle cramps, anxiety, irregular heartbeat, and elevated blood pressure. Just by adding pumpkin seeds to your daily routine, you're addressing one of the most common and overlooked nutritional deficiencies in modern society. But we're not done with minerals. Pumpkin seeds are exceptionally rich in zinc, providing 20% of your daily needs in just those 2 tablespoons. This is more zinc than you'll find in almost any other seed or nut. And zinc is absolutely critical for immune function, wound healing, DNA synthesis, cell division, and for men especially, healthy testosterone production and prostate function. Let me explain what happens in your body from the moment you consume pumpkin seeds, because understanding this process will help you appreciate why timing and preparation matter so much. Within minutes of chewing and swallowing pumpkin seeds, your digestive system begins breaking them down, releasing a cascade of powerful compounds. One of the first compounds to be released is called cucurbitacin. This is a unique phytochemical that has remarkable antiparasitic properties. It literally paralyzes certain intestinal parasites, particularly tapeworms, making it easier for your body to eliminate them naturally. Now, you might think parasites aren't a concern for you, but studies suggest that intestinal parasites are far more common than most people realize, and they can cause unexplained fatigue, digestive issues, and nutrient deficiencies. At the same time, phytosterols are being released. These plant compounds have a similar structure to cholesterol, and they actually compete with dietary cholesterol for absorption in your intestines. This means they can help lower your LDL cholesterol levels naturally. But phytosterols do something else that's particularly important for men over 40. They help reduce the symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is the enlargement of the prostate gland that affects millions of men and causes urinary problems, frequent nighttime urination, and discomfort. As digestion continues, the magnesium from the seeds begins to be absorbed into your bloodstream. This is when something remarkable happens throughout your entire body. Magnesium acts as a natural calcium channel blocker, which means it helps your blood vessels relax and dilate. This is why pumpkin seeds can naturally help lower blood pressure. At the same time, magnesium is being transported to your muscles, where it helps them relax. This is particularly important if you suffer from muscle cramps, tension, or restless legs at night. Your nervous system also benefits immediately. Magnesium helps calm neural activity, which is why it's so effective for reducing anxiety and promoting a sense of calm. Now, let's talk about the zinc that's being absorbed. Zinc is transported to your immune cells, particularly your T cells, and natural killer cells, which are your body's first line of defense against infections and even cancer cells. This is why people who consume adequate zinc tend to get sick less often and recover more quickly when they do fall ill. For men, zinc is also being delivered to the prostate gland and the testes, where it supports healthy hormone production and prostate function. For women, zinc supports hormonal balance and can help reduce symptoms associated with hormonal fluctuations. Here's something that most people don't know about pumpkin seeds, and this is crucial for anyone who struggles with sleep or mood issues. Pumpkin seeds contain an amino acid called tryptophan. You might have heard that turkey makes you sleepy because it contains tryptophan, but pumpkin seeds actually contain more tryptophan per gram than turkey. Now, here's what happens with tryptophan in your body. Once absorbed, it crosses the blood-brain barrier and is converted first into 5-HTP, then into serotonin, which is your primary mood-regulating neurotransmitter. When serotonin levels are optimal, you feel calm, content, and emotionally balanced. But here's the really interesting part. As evening approaches, your pineal gland converts serotonin into melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. This is why consuming pumpkin seeds, especially in the evening, can dramatically improve both sleep quality and depth. I've had patients who struggled with insomnia for years find relief simply by consuming a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds about an hour or two before bed, combined with proper sleep hygiene. The vitamin E and carotenoids in pumpkin seeds are powerful antioxidants that immediately begin protecting your cells from oxidative damage. Think of oxidation as rusting that happens inside your body at the cellular level. This oxidative stress contributes to aging, chronic disease, and cellular dysfunction. By consuming antioxidants regularly, you're essentially providing your cells with protective armor against this damage. Now, let me address something really important. A lot of people ask me, Dr. Amelia, how much should I actually consume? And this is where many people make critical mistakes. The optimal dose is between 20 and 30 grams per day, which translates to about 2 tablespoons. This might not sound like much, but it's the perfect amount to provide therapeutic benefits without overdoing it. You see, while pumpkin seeds are incredibly nutritious, they're also calorie dense. 2 tablespoons contain about 150 calories, which is manageable within a healthy diet. But some people think if a little is good, more must be better, and they start eating handfuls throughout the day. This can lead to excessive calorie intake and potential digestive discomfort. There's also the issue of omega-6 fatty acids. While pumpkin seeds contain beneficial omega-6s, consuming them in excessive amounts without balancing with omega-3s can potentially promote inflammation rather than reduce it. So stick to that 2 tablespoon guideline. It's the sweet spot where you get maximum benefits without any downsides. Let me share with you the biggest mistakes I see people making with pumpkin seeds, because avoiding these mistakes is just as important as consuming the seeds themselves. Mistake number 1 is buying pre-salted or heavily processed pumpkin seeds. When manufacturers heavily salt pumpkin seeds or coat them with various flavorings, they often roast them at very high temperatures. This high heat processing destroys many of the delicate nutrients, particularly the healthy fats, which can become oxidized and potentially harmful. Plus, the added sodium can negate the blood pressure lowering benefits of the magnesium. Always choose raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds, or if you prefer them roasted, buy raw seeds and roast them yourself at home at a low temperature, around 170 degrees Celsius or 340 Fahrenheit, for no more than 15 to 20 minutes. Mistake number 2 is improper storage. The healthy fats in pumpkin seeds are polyunsaturated, which means they're susceptible to oxidation when exposed to heat, light, or air. Once you open a package of pumpkin seeds, you should transfer them to an airtight container and store them in a cool, dark place, or even better, in your refrigerator or freezer. This prevents the oils from going rancid. Rancid oils not only taste terrible, but they can actually be harmful to your health, contributing to inflammation and oxidative stress rather than reducing it. Mistake number 3 is not preparing them properly for optimal digestion and nutrient absorption. You see, like most nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds contain compounds called phytates or phytic acid. These compounds bind to minerals like zinc, iron, magnesium, and calcium, reducing their bioavailability. Essentially, phytic acid can prevent you from absorbing some of the very nutrients you're eating the seeds for in the first place. The solution is simple. Soak your pumpkin seeds overnight in water with a pinch of salt. This process, which traditional cultures have used for millennia, activates enzymes that break down phytic acid, making the minerals much more bioavailable. After soaking, drain and rinse the seeds, then you can eat them as is, or dehydrate them in a low-temperature oven or dehydrator to restore their crunch. This extra step makes a significant difference in how much nutrition you actually absorb. Mistake number 4 is eating the shells without proper chewing. Some pumpkin seeds come with their shells still on, and while the shells are technically edible and contain fiber, they can be quite tough and hard to digest. If you don't chew them thoroughly, they can cause digestive discomfort or even intestinal irritation. Either remove the shells entirely, or if you prefer to eat them with shells for the extra fiber, make absolutely sure you chew them very thoroughly until they're broken down into small pieces. Now let me talk about something that's incredibly important, but often overlooked. The best time of day to consume pumpkin seeds for maximum benefit. The truth is, pumpkin seeds are incredibly versatile, and you can consume them at different times depending on what specific benefits you're targeting. If your primary goal is sustained energy throughout the day and blood sugar stabilization, consuming pumpkin seeds in the morning is ideal. Adding them to your breakfast, whether sprinkled on oatmeal, blended into a smoothie, mixed into yogurt, or just eaten by the handful alongside your regular breakfast, provides protein and healthy fats that slow down the absorption of carbohydrates. This prevents the blood sugar spike and crash cycle that leaves many people feeling tired and craving sweets by mid-morning. The magnesium and B vitamins in pumpkin seeds also support mitochondrial function, which is your cellular energy production. This means more sustained, stable energy rather than the jittery, short-lived energy boost from caffeine or sugar. If your goal is appetite control and avoiding that afternoon energy slump, consuming pumpkin seeds as a mid-afternoon snack is perfect. The combination of protein, healthy fats, and fiber makes them incredibly satiating. They'll keep you full and satisfied without weighing you down. This is particularly helpful for people trying to lose weight or avoid unhealthy snacking. But here's where it gets really interesting. If your primary concern is sleep quality, prostate health, or mood regulation, consuming pumpkin seeds in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bed, can be incredibly powerful. Remember that tryptophan I mentioned earlier? When you consume tryptophan-rich foods in the evening, you're providing your brain with the raw material it needs to produce serotonin and then convert it to melatonin as bedtime approaches. The magnesium also helps calm your nervous system and relax your muscles, preparing your body for deep, restorative sleep. I've had countless patients report that this simple habit, consuming a tablespoon or 2 of pumpkin seeds as an evening snack, has transformed their sleep quality. They fall asleep faster, wake up less during the night, and feel more refreshed in the morning. For men dealing with prostate issues, the evening timing is also beneficial because the zinc and phytosterols are working overnight when the body does much of its repair and regeneration work. Some of my patients like to split their dose, consuming 1 tablespoon in the morning for energy and another in the evening for sleep support. This is perfectly fine and can give you the best of both worlds. Let me share some creative and delicious ways to incorporate pumpkin seeds into your daily routine, because consistency is key to seeing real results. One of my favorite methods is to make what I call a superfood sprinkle. I combine ground pumpkin seeds with ground flax seeds, hemp seeds, and a touch of cinnamon. I keep this mixture in a jar in my refrigerator and sprinkle it on everything: yogurt, oatmeal, salads, soups, even roasted vegetables. It's an easy way to boost the nutrition of any meal. You can also make pumpkin seed butter, similar to almond or peanut butter. Simply blend raw pumpkin seeds in a high-powered blender or food processor until they become creamy. You can add a pinch of salt and a drizzle of honey if you like. This pumpkin seed butter is delicious spread on whole grain toast, added to smoothies, or used as a dip for apple slices. Another fantastic option is pumpkin seed pesto. Instead of pine nuts, use pumpkin seeds as the base for your pesto, combining them with fresh basil, garlic, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, and lemon juice. This makes an incredible sauce for pasta, a spread for sandwiches, or a topping for grilled fish or chicken. For those of you who prefer a crunchy snack, try making spiced roasted pumpkin seeds at home. Toss raw pumpkin seeds with a tiny bit of olive oil and your favorite spices. I love using smoked paprika, cumin, and just a touch of sea salt. Spread them on a baking sheet and roast at low temperature until golden and fragrant. These make a much healthier alternative to chips or crackers. You can also add pumpkin seeds to your homemade trail mix, combining them with nuts, dried fruit, and a bit of dark chocolate for a nutritious and satisfying snack. If you're someone who loves smoothies, pumpkin seeds are an excellent addition. They blend up easily and add a creamy texture along with all those beneficial nutrients. I particularly love them in a chocolate smoothie with banana, cocoa powder, almond milk, and a touch of vanilla. The pumpkin seeds add protein and creaminess without any noticeable flavor. Another option that's gaining popularity is pumpkin seed oil, which concentrates many of the benefits in liquid form. This oil has a rich, nutty flavor and can be drizzled over salads, soups, or roasted vegetables. However, it's important to note that pumpkin seed oil should never be heated, as high temperatures will damage the delicate fatty acids. Use it only as a finishing oil. Now I need to talk about something crucial. Who should be careful with pumpkin seeds and what contraindications exist? While pumpkin seeds are safe for the vast majority of people, there are some groups who need to exercise caution. If you have low blood pressure or you're taking blood pressure medication, you need to monitor your intake carefully. Pumpkin seeds have a natural blood pressure lowering effect due to their high magnesium content and ability to improve nitric oxide production. While this is beneficial for people with high blood pressure, if your blood pressure is already low, consuming large amounts of pumpkin seeds could potentially lower it further, leading to dizziness or lightheadedness. This doesn't mean you need to avoid them entirely. Just be mindful of the amount and monitor how you feel. If you're taking blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor about incorporating pumpkin seeds into your diet, as they may need to adjust your medication dosage. If you have a known allergy to pumpkin or any member of the squash family, which includes cucumbers, melons, and zucchini, you should avoid pumpkin seeds entirely as cross-reactivity as possible. People taking diuretic medications, often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart conditions, should also consult their doctor before regularly consuming pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds have natural diuretic effects, meaning they help your body eliminate excess fluid. While this can be beneficial, if you're already taking diuretic medication, the combined effect could be too strong and potentially lead to dehydration or electrolyte imbalances. Another group that needs to be cautious is people with a history of kidney stones, particularly calcium oxalate stones, which are the most common type. Pumpkin seeds contain moderate amounts of oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stone formation in susceptible individuals. If you have a history of kidney stones, you don't necessarily need to avoid pumpkin seeds completely, but you should moderate your intake and make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. It's also wise to consume them with calcium-rich foods, as calcium binds to oxalates in the digestive tract, reducing their absorption. If you have any digestive conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease, or ulcerative colitis, start with small amounts of pumpkin seeds to see how your body responds. The fiber and oils can be beneficial for most people, but in some cases, they might aggravate sensitive digestive systems. Let me emphasize something really important here. Everything I'm sharing with you today is based on scientific research and my clinical experience, but I am not your personal physician. I don't know your specific health history, your medications, or your individual circumstances. This information is educational and should not replace personalized medical advice. If you have any health conditions, if you're taking medications, or if you have any concerns about whether pumpkin seeds are appropriate for you, please consult with your healthcare provider. Have an honest conversation with them about your desire to incorporate pumpkin seeds into your diet and ask whether there are any contraindications based on your specific situation. A good doctor will appreciate your proactive approach to your health and will work with you to find the safest and most effective strategies. Now, let me share something with you that ties all of this together. After 3 decades of practicing medicine, I've learned that there is no magic bullet, no single food or supplement or medication that will solve all of your health problems. Health is the result of many small, consistent actions taken day after day, week after week, year after year. It's the accumulation of good choices that creates lasting transformation. Pumpkin seeds are not magic, but they are one of those powerful little allies that can make a significant difference when incorporated into a healthy lifestyle. Think of them as one tool in your health toolkit. When combined with other healthy habits like regular movement, adequate sleep, stress management, staying hydrated, eating plenty of vegetables and fruits, maintaining social connections, and engaging your mind with learning and purpose, pumpkin seeds contribute to a foundation of vitality that allows you to not just live longer, but to live better. To have the energy to do the things you love with the people you love. To maintain your independence and your dignity as you age. To wake up each morning feeling good in your body and optimistic about your day. This is what Senior Vitality Pro is all about. We're not chasing quick fixes or miracle cures. We're building sustainable vitality through evidence-based strategies that actually work. And I'm so glad you're here with me on this journey. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do it right now. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We release new content regularly, covering everything from nutrition and exercise to sleep optimization, brain health, hormone balance, and so much more. All of it is designed specifically for people who want to thrive in their senior years, who refuse to accept that aging means declining. I'm building a community of people who understand that our best years can be ahead of us when we give our bodies and minds what they need to function optimally. Share this video with your friends, your family members, anyone you care about who could benefit from this information. Leave a comment below telling me if you already consume pumpkin seeds and what benefits you've noticed, or if you're going to start and what you're most excited about. I read every single comment and I love hearing from you. Before we wrap up, let me give you a simple action plan to get started with pumpkin seeds today. Step 1, go to your local health food store or order online a bag of raw, organic, unsalted pumpkin seeds. Make sure they're fresh and from a reputable source. Step 2, when you get them home, measure out 2 tablespoons so you know exactly what your daily serving looks like. You can even portion them out into small containers for the week to make it easy. Step 3, decide on your timing based on your primary health goal. Morning for energy and blood sugar control, afternoon for appetite management, or evening for sleep support and prostate health. Step 4, choose your preparation method. If you want maximum nutrient absorption, soak them overnight, drain, and rinse before consuming. If you prefer them crunchy, lightly roast them at low temperature with your favorite spices. If you want convenience, grind them into a powder to add to other foods. Step 5, be consistent. Commit to consuming your pumpkin seeds every single day for at least 4 weeks. This is how long it typically takes to notice meaningful benefits. Track how you feel, your energy levels, sleep quality, digestion, mood, and any other changes you notice. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. That tells me you're serious about your health, and that makes me incredibly happy. You deserve to feel vibrant, energetic, and fully alive at any age. You deserve to wake up feeling excited about your day rather than dreading it. You deserve to have the physical vitality to do the things that bring you joy. And I'm here to help you achieve that through practical, science-based strategies that actually work. So subscribe to Senior Vitality Pro if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you found this information valuable, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue exploring how to optimize your health naturally. Until then, take care of yourself, be consistent with your healthy habits, and remember that small actions taken daily create extraordinary results over time. This is Dr. Amelia, sending you energy, vitality, and encouragement on your health journey. See you soon.